before we continue, you deal with a lot of people. And okay, now what can you say, or rather, how many people do you think you've inspired? It's a tough question.
First of all, I forgot to tell you my background before I became a lecturer. I have worked in the bank for close to 20 years.
Bankers, 2 bankers, oh, 3 bankers.
Oh. Yeah.
As I told you earlier before we start, I have financial problems, so I'm seeing you after this.
You're welcome to do that. Now, in the bank, I worked in very many areas. And as you know, we all start from the teller, then you move up. But I took quite some time in the customer service department. That is the place I loved most. And I got to meet very many people, and people used to come with all kinds of problems, leave alone financial problems,
right,
even family problems and other matters. And I just found myself speaking to them and listening to them. I realized I had the skills of listening. I didn't know that.
Which many people don't have.
Yeah. So out of that experience in the customer service, I realized that I imparted in so many lives. They used to come back and tell me. They used to come back and share. And I remember a time when someone went to one of my managers and told them, really, you have a good person in the customer service. And I was happy. I didn't know. You know, when you're talking to someone or you're listening to their problems, you don't know how you answer. That's when I realized that I had the counseling skills. So later in life, right, I met my friend. I met a lady who is my mentor, and she's younger than me. By the way, we went to school together. I was 1 year ahead of her. She's called Susan IPCC. She has a counseling institution in Thika. It's called IPCC. Whoa. We started doing community work together. And we went out to a place called Kianjao in Thika. Kianjao is in a Kiandutu slum, a slum equivalent to Kibera. And it's a very, very risky area. But we normally go there to that primary school and speak to those children. And that's when I realized, really, I have counseling skills. Right. So I realized that I could impart those young lives. And that is how I developed and started seeing, I think I'm in the wrong profession. Sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah. And I went back to school. I went back to do my master's. I didn't do it in counseling. I did it in strategic management. But at the back of my mind, I knew I wanted to impact the lives of people. Okay. So that is when I left. I left the bank early this year. And that is when I started teaching. I'm teaching in Gretsa, like I said. But I do quite a lot of community work. We go to the slums, we speak to those children, and you'll be surprised the talent they have, the potential those children have. Right. Yet they are living in abject poverty, dire need. Having a meal is a problem. Right. And those people have potential. A girl child of 9 years like him, she will stand and express herself in English. It may be a little bit broken, but what you can see, if you provide books to them, if you provide mentorship, if you listen to them and work with them, they become better. Right. That is my most enjoyable time when I speak to those children.
Let's give a big round of applause. So viewers back at home, remember the topic.